collector's editions, limited editions, deluxe editions, with all these different variations on your games coming out, guys. Does it make sense to dish out your hard-earned cash for all these extra bonuses that developers are offering? Stay locked in. I'm your host, James, aka J Rock the House. It's another episode of The Rundown, so cue the music. Welcome back, everybody. James from Next Level Gaming, and this is another episode of The Rundown, so thank you for tuning in. And today I'm chatting about limited editions, deluxe, collectors, all that stuff that's coming out now, because every single game that comes out has almost 3 different variations of that game. So you got your base game, you got limited, where you get a couple extra perks, and then the legendary editions or the super editions, whatever they call them, where you get extra like levels, perks, whatever it is for the games. I know season passes sometimes are rolled into some of these games and things like that, and sometimes they're not. So sometimes you're paying for that deluxe edition, and then also down the road, three to 6 months, your favorite game comes out with some new DLC, but you got to pay another $30 for it. Personally, over the years that I've been gaming, I have only purchased one collector's edition at launch, and that was Gears of War 2 for the Xbox 360. I've waited in line. We used to do that back in the day. Shout out to my boy Matt. We used to just grind it out and sit in those lines for 4 or 5 hours to be first in line to get whatever game we were waiting for. And Gears 2 was one of them. It came with a steelbook. It came with steelbook case. It came with a cool art feature in there and everything like that. Obviously the game. So it was really cool. I don't know, personally now everything is kind of, for me, I've gone digital with my gaming. To me, it doesn't make sense to dish out that extra $40-50 and getting that special edition where, I'm getting a couple characters or a few skins. Like, to me, it doesn't matter. I'll save it. If I can grind it out in the game, I will grind it out. I know in the past, some developers, took some heat, like EA, when they came out with Star Wars games. It's like, pay to play, pay to win, all that kind of stuff. But you know what? Rightfully so, these companies are businesses and they want to maximize their profits. So how are they going to do that? How are they going to get people to buy, they buy your base game, and how are you going to keep them locked in? By adding a little bit more content and keeping them coming back, giving them that option like, hey, play the game for 500 hours or spend $50 and you got everything unlocked. So it's come to that age where kids, gamers and stuff these days don't want to grind it out. I have always grinded games out to get all that extra, all those extra features. But sometimes those season passes don't allow you to grind out and things like that. And you do have to purchase it if you do love the game. I've purchased a few season passes in my day, Division. I've also done stuff with like Mortal Kombat, getting the combat packs. But I've also, waited a little bit because then they go on sale. So favorite games, just wait because the odd time the full game will come out with all that DLC at a discounted price, which is pretty sweet. So take a look at that. Like recently, I've always been a Payday fan for the PC days and stuff like that. But it came out for Xbox, and my cousins and a couple buddies, we've all been playing it. And they had like the deluxe edition with all the DLC and everything, and it was like $15. So I mean, like that makes sense, right? Maximize your dollar and get the most from what you're going to be playing. But times have changed. You don't get all those cool extras at a decent price, because now some of these collector editions are like $300, which is crazy. Back in my day, it was like the base game, $79 or $69, whatever it was, and then your collector's edition with some cool figure and some cool perks with the game was probably like $100, $129 at most. So it kind of made sense back then if you really wanted that. And a lot of collectors do still want to buy those extra, spend that $250, $300 on all that stuff. So hey, rightfully so, it's your money. I'm just kind of giving you my opinion on what what I do to save a little bit of cash, because I'd rather buy the base game, grind it out, and then I still have another $79 to buy another game that comes out, instead of just focusing all my dollars into one game. I know a lot of people do that, and then that's smart. But a lot of people want to get that game. They want to buy all the DLC. They want everything right up front, like Destiny, stuff like that. But hey, it keeps you engaged in the game. I know a lot of people just kind of shit on all these companies for microtransactions, this and that. Like I know NBA, 2K, they get shit on for their NBA because of all the VC and all that stuff like that. But hey, you're paying for it, so they're going to keep doing it. Same with NHL and FIFA and Madden, all those games where they have those ultimate teams where they want you to buy packs, and it's fun. I'm not gonna lie, like I buy packs on NHL like $20-30 here and there when the games come out, just because I enjoy that mode, and the developers are putting time in, and I totally get it, and they want to make their money, so it makes sense. Yeah, I don't know. Drop some comments, guys. Let me know what you guys think about, do you spend that extra money on, extra DLC or season passes, or are you like me? Do you just buy the base game, grind it out, enjoy it while you can, and then maybe wait for a sale for the season pass or the DLC? Or sometimes you get offers like with Game Pass where you get that full game, you get all the DLC in there, which is pretty cool. Because like I said, Destiny's coming to Game Pass, and I believe it's coming out with all the DLC, which is pretty awesome. So, one low monthly fee, and you've got that game and a few others on there as well. So drop some comments. I want to know everybody's thoughts on that. With that being said, guys, I'm your host, James. Another episode of The Rundown. Smash the like button, subscribe. I want to see your comments, and stay tuned for more episodes of The Rundown every Monday. Take care, everybody.